Pisces, how you getting on? Okay, sorry guys, I know yours was last month, right? Okay, I've got no idea what timeline I'm actually on myself at the moment. Things are so busy. The Wheel of Fortune. But this is for your first half of January. Okay, I'm trying to catch up. But if you would like a personal reading, okay, it's all open in the description. I will be updating further prices and further information, but at the moment it's just kind of there as a guideline. So please send an email and that will be updated. But I'm trying to get all this out and do loads of other stuff as well. So I'm kind of I'm in a pipeline of doing certain things, Pisces. So I do apologise for your lateness of your reading. But we've got Scorpio reading that's just being uploaded. But anyway, sorry for babbling. But this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for the first half of January. First half of January. So we've got wow, so fresh and new. Something fresh, new beginning, fresh outlook. Wheel of Fortune. It's either karma or dharma. It's like it's either going in your favour or it's going out of someone's favour. It's the ascension wheel of backwards or forwards. But excuse me. But this is a fresh outlook. This is a guide. This is someone that's it's just fresh. Is what I'm picking up. Fresh and new. Fresh new outlook. Fresh new beginning. Fresh new person. Can be communicating across the internet. Could be travelling. Could be working across sea. Wow. Yeah, fresh and new outlook completely. That's good, Pisces. Well done. But it depends. It depends on which way the ascension wheel is going. Not everybody. You got the Two of Cups as well. Not everybody's on the same timeline ascension path, Pisces. So this is you or them. You've got to know where you are. This is either you or them. This is Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. A lot of people are kind of commenting, and they're kind of like, you know, but that's how it is. People are on different timelines, different ascension paths. Some people are been through shit for years, okay, but they've understood and they've now become a guide. So you could be a guide, okay. You could be someone that teaches about soulmates. See the energy, right? So Batman and Superman effect. Twin flame. Twin flame means twin flame, old flame. It means an old flame that I dated from preschool, high school. What, preschool? Well, high school. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Don't know why I said that, but some of you could be. Okay, you could be underage. But what the fuck? Sorry. But this is you see, twin flame just means someone back that I dated in high school, basically, right? So past life ascension means somebody that you had an extremely destructive path with in the past life, okay? And they come here to treat you exactly the same as what you treated them, right? So it means the blame game. It means mirroring and reflection of the blame game. Why would you keep doing what you've been doing to me for ages? Well, it's because you've been doing it. No, you've been doing it. Well, why are people still in it then? Because you're still codependent. Codependent means a fear of abandonment. We can have fears of abandonment. That's why it relates to this timeline of fresh new outlooks. It can relate to childhood issues. It can relate to narcissism. I know a lot of you are going through narcissism, and I'm going to do updates on that hopefully at some point this month. I've got plans and things that I'm going to do. Okay, so I know a lot of you are, okay, through personal readings and stuff as well, through comments and things, okay. But for ascension, that we learn through past life, that majority of people that go through these twin flames, because it's all gone out of fucking absolute whack, and they're believing in the Peter and the Paul, okay. Fucking, I'm going to do a section on Batman, the Batman and Superman effect. Trying to pull something together that's broken. You're not Batman. You're not Superman. You're not a Cape Crusader. You're not a Cape Crusader. It's about freedom. Love is a freeing energy. It's a communication that you have with an actual soulmate. It means communication from the heart and the soul, mind, body and soul, that create an ascension of purity and trust. It's not a Batman and Superman effect. It's not a Batman and Superman effect where you're trying to save something that's broken, because when you're fighting, what are you fighting for? Trying to stay in a relationship that's broken? So what are you fighting for? If you're fighting to get out of it, then well, that tells you a lot, right? So it still means fighting. So why would you fight? Why would you fight or flight? Why would you fight to stay in something that's broken? And why would you fight to get out of it when you have an option and a choice yourself to actually get out of it? You know. So we learn that. So what you do is you actually meet a soulmate, a new soulmate, old soulmate, any soulmate. But a soulmate is somebody that you connect with at a soul level. It's through resonance of tone, it's through resonance of communication, it's through resonance of thought, through travel, through thought travel. That's the magician. It manifests through your stability of everything that you learn through your ascension path of becoming stable. So you learn to manifest. If you have something that keeps you trapped and stuck in the fighting and the blame game, then that's not a part of how, because that stops you from manifesting. You can't manifest with it's classed as like a leech of something that comes across with you and from timeline to timeline through destiny and karma, the wheel of fortune. It's not just one timeline, it's many. Ascension, okay? It connects itself to you through the blame game, so you don't realise that while you're here, while you're not spiritually awakened, you don't actually realise the reason why you're blaming them is just because they done it to you, you done it to them. You done it to them before, so they're doing it to you now, so you blame them for doing it to you. So you're fighting. So it means karma, so there's a lot of release. You know, but when you come out of that kind of thing, when you come out of the soul growth evolution of people growing up as such, you realise that you can't blame anything in life because you can't manifest. If you're pushing out the projection of blame, then you get back what you put out is what you get, what comes back to you. It's manifesting. If you put out denial, if you put out blame, if you put out hatred, if you connected to someone that's keeping you arguing or deception or lies and deceit, then it just brings back that to manifest. If your vibration's low, you run back to the past of a low vibration. That keeps you at a low vibration. It keeps you karmically connected as like a leech, where it keeps you arguing, it keeps you stuck, it makes you fearful. If you're connected to narcissism, it keeps you unfaithful. Okay, so they're unfaithful. Okay. So it keeps you unfaithful, they're unfaithful, you're unfaithful, they're unfaithful. Change of three, patterns of three-party drama triangles. Okay, and it keeps that ascension of blame. It keeps your vibration low, where you can't start to manifest anew. People run back in ascension to run towards the dark because of their low vibration. So it means another lesson. Now, if you break away from that ascension, okay, and you have fresh new outlook and you break away and you pull away, okay, then what happens is that it teaches people about independence. Okay, it teaches you more about your own independence and your own structure of what you're supposed to be. But some people, they run back to a low vibration because they need to learn more. If one person doesn't learn and the other person's still connected to them, but they learn and they move forward, this person here attracts in another lesson exactly the same, because they sell their soul to the devil. The devil is restriction of what goes up and down in ascension of sacrifice. You have to learn sacrifice, especially as a Pisces. Pisces do mean the sacrificial lamb. Sacrifice of like people that chuck pests to a fire and they do spells and shit like that. I would not recommend that if that's what people do. Okay, because what goes around comes around, and it comes back as a major lesson. I don't want to go through that because I did go through that, but through ascension paths of that, it follows you. Okay, so if you manifest denial, I forget where I was now because we're going to get on with the reading, Pisces. I'm sure you don't want to hear me saying that, but it keeps up that perpetuation of blame, of where you blame someone for doing something that they've done to you, and it keeps your vibration low. Okay, and that's why we have like missed opportunity, because people miss opportunities all the time because they go back to revisit the dark energy that's keeping them stuck. But they always think that it's them that's keeping them stuck, and the other person thinks that it's them that's keeping them stuck. Okay, I want you now, I don't have anything else that's independent, because I'm codependent on you, basically. So if you're looking at other people, they're codependent on one another. You're not codependent because you've now, hopefully, on your ascension path, you've realised a lot about the blame game, and you're now taking a new fool's journey. It can be travelling, can be across the sea, across country, to another state where people are from provinces and cities and places like that. Okay, but then we learn. You see, we learn through a reflection of a mirror of purging out through the hallway of mirrors of darkness. Darkness. You only find the light through the darkness. You only find ascension of opportunities in many different directions. When you realise that people can't keep your energy low. If people keep your energy low, that doesn't always necessarily mean you. It can also mean them. You have to know your own mind, and you have to know your own judgment calls of what you make upon life. You don't cast judgment upon others for doing things. That's their decision of what they make. The decision of what it is always up to you to make judgment calls of what you want to do that's fresh and new, because it leaves you fresh and new. It has a bright and new outlook of where you then become a guide and you have things of opportunity. Opportunity is the present self of what the Chariot brings in. what I always say about Father Christmas, it comes down, and if you're ungrateful for the small things in life and you're still guarded and blocked, you can't receive. So then you can't give opportunities and you won't receive them. But when you learn the great deception, okay, of illusion, you can't live in illusion because you have to still remain open in order to receive anything. Even if it's bad, it's still a lesson all the same, and it still teaches us about pain and what Lucifer is here for. Because God gave you free will. Lucifer pretty much says, well, I'm not going to show my face. I'm literally just going to keep you stuck and bound to me, pretty much, in every way, Lucifer, okay? But God always said, well, okay, well, I give you free will to keep doing that if you wish. But if you want the offerings of many magical things that you can create in your life, Pisces, okay, then you should know by now is the fact that you can have and manifest anything in your life that you wish, because God give you that free will to have whatever you want when you manifest. Because it's called self-respect and self-love. You can't disrespect yourself to stay put and settle. You can't settle. Don't never settle for second best. Always settle and always dream. But never just dream, dream bigger. So opportunities become bigger because you learn to accept. You accept the past and you accept the present self, of where opportunities then become bigger because you learn to receive it. It can be very overwhelming, but you never defy offers that come in that are pure, that are stable, that hold themselves up, you know, because the present self always has to remain open in order to receive a lesson, whether it be good or bad. Because believe you me, people don't know my past, but through my past I learned that I will never ever settle, and I will never ever chase people that don't want chasing after, because I spent 5 years doing that through my karmic situation, and I learned so much about myself through someone actually sacrificing themselves for me when I actually got the lesson. Mine was completely different, okay? But I realised I was chasing and fighting someone that was more ether-oriented, that kept me trapped. That's why I kind of know a lot about narcissism, and that's why I did a section called The Cerebral Narcissist, but I've actually took that off the channel now, so people won't be able to watch that. But yeah, it's past life regression. It's things that you realise that, well, that was me in the past life. So you come to an understanding where you're like, you know what, fuck it, I need release from this karma. I must have been a complete bastard. But you know what? I forgive myself. I forgive myself, and I purge out my sins to realise that I'm a better person now. I realise that the person I was in the past life really wasn't a decent person at all. But the reason why I know now that I am a really good person is because I know myself inside out. Inside out. Self-love is the most powerfulest thing that you can ever have, is because it's the respect for yourself of whether people want to be in your life or not. They always think that they have choices upon you, but like I always say, the best person that you can ever choose is yourself, because it's a 7. You align yourself with yourself. Batman and Superman effect is that you can't pull other people or fight other people off or force them to you. You're not a Cape Crusader. What you are is you pull yourself together and you align yourself with yourself of the great love and respect that you have for yourself. That's why we learn, and that's why opportunities come in or go out and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is within work, finances, career, people, money, jobs. You understand that everything is an energy and a current of one thing. One thing. It's not just one, it's many, many opportunities open of freedom. That's what I'm picking up, Pisces. You know, could have something to do with Capricorn, Taurus or Virgo. Or this is just like cornucopia of riches. This is stability. This is someone that will pretty much put you in a bath and put like flowers and all around you and kind of drape you in riches and kind of like, you know, the Rose Barrels. What's the film? Coming to America, right? Coming to America. But yeah, see. Sorry, Pisces. Trying to get this done before I have to go to work quickly. But I also am opening up readings, personal readings. You only really know where you are on your on your karma and dharma and your own choices and options, okay, when you have a personal reading, because a lot of this can relate, but it depends on which timeline you're on. If you're really struggling, you know, you probably need a Skype call, because it's so much better, you know, because it gives people a chance to actually relate through tone, you know. But I also do video readings. But the weekend's coming up, so I'm going to really focus more on trying to get them out than what I am through this week, but more so at the weekend. So if the weekend's better for people that are across the world, okay, that want to communicate and do that, or just a video reading, if that's better for you and the timeline's different, because I know people are across the world, okay, that may be better for you, okay, if that's what you want. But they are open there in order for either way, but everything will be in the description for you to have a look, okay. But that will be updated, so please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell, because everything that I update, sometimes I put personal update, channel update, that will all have some kind of information that will help, okay, because people are sending a lot of information that are kind of getting lost as well. I don't want people to get lost in the mix, you know. So anyway, so lost lost and found, right? Lost and found, lost and found. So some people are lost, and some people have gone back to the dark, and some people have gone forward on their ascension path. They're making new choices, new options, and they're taking numbers, and they're choosing themselves, you know, choose themselves. This is a 7, so it's aligning yourself with your karma dharma. You've realized so much, because that's a very powerful mix. That is the wheel of fortune of choice, okay. So what do you choose to be? Do you choose to sacrifice yourself constantly for the same thing, you know, or do you choose yourself in order to move forward and find things fresh and new, fresh new outlooks? You know, the wheel can turn in people's favours or out of favours. It means that if you're doing really well on your path and you have noticed a lot about yourself and you're becoming very structured and forward, okay, in directions of paths that you should take, always towards the light. You always have to fight towards the light, Pisces, no matter how much pain or suffering that you go through. You realise things more about people in life than what they actually show you, than what they're not showing you. That's your soul groups. People show you more through the reflection of what they're actually, it's not, you're not seeing, it's a show and tell, okay? They don't show you, they tell you, okay? But both. It shows you physically of what they're doing, but it tells you because you learn to listen to spirit, you learn to listen to yourself, so you become clear, sentient, clairaudient, and it tells you. It's like a show and tell. Like a show and tell is like a revealing of a cloak, and it doesn't really show you, but they're kind of saying something, and do you believe it or not, basically. Like a show and tell. You know, that's the same kind of feeling of ascension, of path, of the darkness that needs ridiculing from yourself to align yourself with where you're supposed to be in life. So some people go backwards and some people go forwards, okay? But at the moment, you have pretty much every single sign here, because you have the Wheel of Fortune and the 7 of Cups. Now this sometimes means Scorpio, okay, it does to me, but Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or anybody really, because you've got cups of deception, you've got cups of purity, you've got riches, you've got, you know, this because it's greed, gluttony, war, kind of reward, karma or dharma, you know. That's why people end up being firmly committed in order to their ascension path. Like I said, when you do really well on your ascension path, Pisces, it's not just one option that you have in life, but it's many, you know, because you understand everything is one energy current. You have to understand about one. The great sacrifice of everything was one thing, because it was God. He walks here now, as well as does Lucifer, as well as do we all. We all work through one energy. Of some people just love to stay in things where they just want to constantly blame one another, and they constantly want to fight with one another. But what they don't realise is how much time have I spent fighting and staying stuck with a dark attachment that attaches itself to my back, that follows me through timeline to timeline to timeline to timeline. It goes from the ascension path of some people have an attachment of the hitchhiker effect. The hitchhiker, it's a piggyback rider that piggybacks itself through timelines and ascension, of where it keeps you at its own light vibration. It keeps you at a low vibration, it keeps you in the dark, leaves you in the dark, and leaves you in illusion of whether you don't know. You don't know your mind, you don't know your head from your arsehole. Okay? Because it's teaching you that, well, you need to learn self-respect. You need to learn to release. You need to learn to break free. Okay? When you break free, that's when you feel and you become a guide and you become a spiritual healer. You know? So some of you could go to a spiritual retreat, But this also kind of means that darkness, you know, the darkness has kind of come out. You know, love is just a feeling, and it was created by the darkness. Okay, and it was a song, but it was. Love is literally just a feeling through abandonment. Abandonment through God, of where he abandoned Lucifer and he ran to the dark. Okay, and then when we're ascension and then we reincarnate, we think that our meat suit parents are actually our parents. Okay, but they're not. They're just your meat suit parents, of where you separate yourself from your soul. Separate yourself from your soul. You have to look at people as souls and not human beings. We are literally human beings, but we are more of a soul that comes here to learn that we already know. Our soul knows the path that it's supposed to take. Our brain doesn't, because it's full of ego, pride. Ego that keeps the pride alive of people that are so prideful or full of so much ego. That's why they become narcissistic and they stay the way that they are. But some people have just ego and strong pride of trying to break free. If they're still attached in three-part triangles, and it goes off into so many different patterns because of these different cards. These two cards here, well, these three, you know, it's a game. It's not fucking kiss chase, bruv. It's fucking live. You know, people don't live in school playgrounds. You know, it's not kiss chase. It's not back to when we're, well, I mean, that kind of thing is, you know, you might be, you know, because the Fool is fresh and new. But the Fool is heading towards the Wheel of Fortune, which is destiny. So some people could be going backwards and some people could be going forwards, because the Fool could mean foolish, and I'm foolishly walking into a trap of karma. Karma could be foolishly walking into a path that will take me backwards again, because this is time. These are all timelines, these three cards. Very important. That's why I'm going to make this one a little bit longer, I suppose. Because it's I'm either foolishly walking into a trap, or I'm literally or I'm actually a guide and I'm free and I'm walking karmic free, karmic justice, karmic free, karmic justice. Okay, so some of you, not all of you, this will not relate to everyone, or it may just relate to some. Okay, so then you have, wow, holy shit, Pisces. Good, man. That's a lot of growth. So that's independent. So some people are coming independent of that darkness. Shit. So, right, so some people are becoming independent. So Declaration of Independence, again. So you had that. Did you have that in your December? Declaration of Independence. It's teaching independence of cycles of many darkness, with like healing, fucking healing, a lot of healing through, like I say, this is karmic free, this is karmic debt paid. You know, I've paid my debts. This is a cornucopia of Penervasu. This is a reward for such hard work. You know, you because you realize that in past lives that we die. And some people, they don't meet the people they're supposed to be with, because some people do constantly go back. You know, they sell themselves to the devil, and they pull ascension chain of backward, okay, backward. But when you learn that, and you learn to accept, like I said at the beginning, you can't blame people for what you did to them. You just have to learn that you need separation and avoidance. You can't avoid the elephant in the room, so you separate. You know, separation and avoidance is, some people ask me to explain that. So God, okay, I've never been, I used to be an atheist 5 years ago, Pisces, you wouldn't believe. So everything I tell you is literally just what I hear through being clairvoyant, okay, and a healer, okay, psychic. And Pisces, you should be, man, you know, Pisces, I could talk about Pisces all day, I don't want to, right? But God received a message, or Jesus received a message from God, and he said, do not go through these boulders that are in front of you. You know, do not go around them. Do not avoid things in life, like avoid like the elephant. You can't avoid a rock that's right in front of you. It's going to take you a fucking long time to get an ascension of your followers to go around to find itself again. Google Maps, A1, blah, 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 red light, green light, stop, go, fuck, I should have just gone straight forward. I worried too much of how many fucking things are going to be this way when there was more that way than there was this way. Okay? So through avoidance, we don't avoid things in the room, We remove the elephant in the room of ourself through the darkness of ourself, and we realise that then he said, go through them. So they separated the boulders and they created towns and villages. And then out of these boulders, they made pathways and they made houses and villages and towns and different connections of different things. So that's why it relates to our mind now, the matrix of the mind. Okay, you separate yourself again from your soul, from your mind, the ego. The mind is only what keeps the pride alive and stops you moving forward. Okay, it's your soul that's what's here to learn. Your soul is what resonates at a tone. A tone, okay? So tone relates to pulling yourself together, aligning yourself with separation, avoidance of pain. You only learn through pain. How much would you learn through life if we were all extremely happy and we had everything right at the beginning? You'd be fucking bored shitless, wouldn't you? You know, you would, Pisces, trust me, you would. You can't have everything in life straight away without working for it, right? That's why it's hard work and energy and effort. For anything in life, you have to work for it, you know, in the right manner. You don't have to fight for love. You don't have to fight to be in something or fight to get out of it, you know. But it takes work to stay in one, you know, a good one, because you work together, you know. Because the elephant's removed, then you work together and you form unity, okay. Fucking hell, Pisces, what on earth, man? I'm picking up some energy from this card. So you've got every element in Cancer, okay? Wow, and the overall energy, well, you've got the Sun, so we'll take that one, okay, the Sun, because I see it. So we won't do an overall energy. That could be overall energy, but we'll go with it, okay? So, fuck, that's probably why I was picking up such positive vibes through the Sun. So the Sun shines the light on the darkness. Shines the light on the darkness. It brings in prosperity and joy and many riches in ways that you can possibly imagine. Possibly imagine. It's separation of darkness within yourself, Pisces. This is much self kind of purification, you know. So you've kind of got Leo, Cancer maybe. But like I say, it does depend. A lot of people are suffering through narcissism and they say, well, that what reading kind of resonated, but it wasn't for me. I'm still attached to blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. You know, but you will need a personal reading so I can help you more, you know. But, oh wow, opportunities. So let's have a look at the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, Pisces, you know, we're classed as a sacrificial lamb. So we learn, we have to because we're number 12. So 12, people will say, oh, Pisces this, and they're too much this and that, and oh, they're undecisive, and it depends. It doesn't matter about your star sign. It depends on your conditioning, right? But as a fucking hell, as a whole, someone could really be wanting to put you in a bath, Pisces, and fucking, like I said at the beginning, drink your fucking bath water or something. But the world and the Wheel of Fortune, my God, I don't want to go off into possibilities of many different stories. It's an ending. It's an ending. That is a complete ending and hard work and energy and effort. All told. All told. People are going in the directions that they want to. Some people are going backwards and some people are going forwards and some people are literally stuck. That's the best I can explain that. That's a lot to do with internet, travel, communication. Fucking hell, family, children, everything is in there. This is like the mirror on the wall. This is like illusion as well, you know. It's kind of like who's the fairest of them all. You know, like I say, you're the fairest of them all, Pisces. When you pick yourself, you learn, okay? So you find your perfect mirror. You find your perfect mirror of people that we communicate with. Okay, it can be across the world, it can be at a spiritual retreat. You could meet someone at a spiritual retreat, okay, or just someone that lives in across the world or different towns, states, cities, or anything. This is communication and travel. Work is great because you've got the Sun, you've got that, so money looks fantastic. The Sun brings in fruition of the Ace of Pentacles, which is opportunity of growth, expansion. Holy shit. Let's have a look at the World and the Wheel of Fortune. World and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, so holy fucking shit. shit on a stick. Death and transformation. Scorpio. Scorpio. Well, I've got Scorpio rising, and I am Pisces. Well fucking done. Yes. That's the respect you've got to have for yourself, Pisces. If you cannot pat yourself on your back for saying, well done, okay, that kind of tells you where you're on your path. You have to have enough respect in yourself, literally, to tell yourself, well done. You do. Because why would you tell yourself, well, you're fucking useless? Why would you say that? You know. Well, people do. People do. Well, they probably don't, but they just can't. They can't literally do that because they don't have enough self-worth to think, oh, you know. And that's not just you, Pisces. That's people in general in life as well. You know, there's now queer as folk. There's not, because we're supposed to learn through that. You know. Death transformation could have something to do with Scorpio. Okay, we'll have to clarify that again. Please clarify death. That's like, because that's major. They're all major arcanas. Wake up, major. Turn on your head. So that did come up. So reflection of the past, of the mirror. Again, mirroring, reflection of childhood issues, death, transformation of childhood trauma, and past reflection. Soulmates, again, reflection. New soulmate, old soulmate. People are going back, forwards. People, it's the chasing and running. You know, if you've spent your fucking time chasing people, Pisces, I know, well, you should have had enough of that by now. If you come out of a 4 or 5 year chasing spree, you know, it's not fucking, it's not a delicatessen. It's kind of like, you know, it's not like, what's the fucking TV program where it's kind of like Dal Winton. Dal Winton. You know, some of you could be bisexual. I'm just picking up because I've said it twice. Some of you could be bisexual. Dal Winton, yeah, Dal Winton done a TV program. Supermarket sweep. Supermarket sweep, take your pick. You got 5 minutes to go and take your pick and then come back with a trolley full of shit and we'll give you it for free. Yeah, so freeing energy. Yeah, some of you could be bisexual, cross-sexual, you know. But yeah, release of fucking, well, you know, either fighting or not fighting. So some people are still fighting. Some people are fighting for a chance to get out. That's what I said about fighting. What are you fighting for? You're fighting for freedom. So if you're realising that you're fighting for freedom and you're in a commitment, one of those fucking situationships, if you're in a situationship that's caused you to fight, well then fight, then flight, then fight, then flight, then fight, then flight. Then what are you fighting for? You're not a Cape Crusader, you know, or they're not Pisces, or you're not Pisces, one or the other. You can't fucking save people. Save your fucking self, you know. Save yourself, have enough self-respect and value for yourself, Pisces, or them, you know. So I was looking at Fools, so it could have something to do with Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is either being extremely foolish and they're walking backwards through an ascension path, or that's a complete guide. I was looking at that. That's a guide that has connections with people across the world. Fucking hell, being clairvoyant, psychic healers. I know a lot of you are Pisces. You know, I do watch some people that are Pisces myself. Guides, influential, Akashic records. But anyway, let's stop talking. So the Fool. What's your name? Ja Fool. Wow, fucking hell. So, holy shit, somebody wants to put you in a bath, literally, put a Comet bomb in there, and fucking buy you a Ferrari, probably buy you a house in the Hamiltons, probably actually call in some kind of spaceship and take you on a fucking ride somewhere, and yeah, that's a 10. So that's either an ending, someone's been completely foolish in a home life and they're foolish and it's caused devastation. And then you've got the Page of Cups of an offering of something extremely committed. Not being, well, some people could be committed into a padded cell, maybe. Some people may not, because these don't all resonate with everyone. Some people may be literally committed, okay? Some people, because this can also be jail, prison, okay? But this can also mean someone that can build houses, build a family, can build, like, fucking hell, Pisces. With this setup, you could probably build the Great Wall of China, or they'll probably want to build it for you. You know? That's what I'm picking up. Yeah. The 7 wonders of the world. The fucking Great Wall of China. Some of you could be from China. Wow, hard work, energy and effort. I'm not even looking at anything. Let's have a look at, well, Jesus Christ, Sergeant Major's trying to come out. So that's blah, 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 what I've got. Gemini in Mars in Gemini. Just showed its face. Let's have a look. So the Sun. Let's have a look at the Sun. Because the Sun, I've got the feeling of the Moon. I'm feeling the Moon. Sun and the Moon. No. Whoa. Holy fucking moly donut shop. So could have something to do with like a Leo rising or Leo in their chart maybe, or something to do with family. Has been very deceptive, mind games or one-upmanship. This is fighting. This is, I mean, that's also narcissism. I came up with my own interpretation of this card, and I'm trying to think of it, Pisces, and I completely forgot. This is the battle. This is like, yeah, the Battle of Hastings. You know, what was it? I did start to write a poem, and I can't think now because I've been so busy. You know, a lot of people, they relate this to, you know, you win, because when you just say, okay, you give up and you say, well, you win, you know, you win. I don't participate in that. You win, you can have it. You know, I do that with my family. My situations where I'm going through narcissism, I just don't pay attention to it. I just understand so much that they just literally blame you for fucking absolutely everything. Because they concentrate, like I say, the Batman and Superman, they actually concentrate more on trying to fix something that's broken. And then what they do is the person that's actually doing extremely fucking well, they don't concentrate so much on that, apart from, well, what you're not giving me. You're paying more attention to other people than what you are me. Why am I not getting what I want? See? So you give them a little something, but that's not good enough either. So then as soon as you start to do things for yourself, that's not good enough, because I need to do it for you. And then I'll soon start doing something for you, and then I'll just take it away just so you feel powerless. I don't want to go into that, because I don't pay attention. So some people could be, so this is just like you because it's a losing battle. You realise that you can't fight with people. You can't, you know, you're not Batman or Superman. You can't fight. So it could have something to do with a Leo, maybe. Or, because 5 is a 5. It just goes round in a cycle of kind of say, you know, it's a deal, it's a steal, it's a turn of the century. In fact, you know what, Nick? Fucking keep it. So someone's got the 3 of Swords, so they're heartbroken. So they're heartbroken because everyone said, you know what? Keep your dummy. We're off. I'm out. Okay, you can stand there on your own and just kind of like, well, be lonely. You know, that's definitely what's happening in my situation, is that she'll just end up extremely lonely, you know. Lonely. She must have Pisces in her chart or someone, because she's actually with, her partner is actually a Leo. Well, someone that she's using. But let's have a look. Let's check the 5 of Swords out again. Well, so you've got the Earth Mother. So something to do with a mother has been through, well, this can be anybody. This is someone that can see you this way. Someone could be seeing you going through pain and trauma, and you're now becoming more wise, because this is the counterpart to the Empress. This is someone that's grounded, caring, nurturing, someone that's just kind of like takes leadership role of her own and just says, you know what, fuck it. I'm just fine. You know, I'm free, I'm single, I'm free and independent and single enough. I'm like a mother. The mother figure, or the father figure, doesn't matter, feminine, masculine, and I'm just kind of doing my own thing, you know. It's very strange energy. Could have something of Aries in their chart maybe, Emperor type manipulation, control and manipulation, because you've got the Emperor and the Empress, the Emperor and the Empress, but that's like a counter. It's a counter reaction of power. It's like a power play. It's kind of like a game. There you go. So you've got the Magician. Holy fucking shit, Pisces! What the fuck are you lot got going on? So you've got people around you, man. You've got like people here. Opportunities. That's what I'm picking up. You've got an ascension of 5 that's kind of like the Emperor and the Empress is like one-upmanship, power play, playing games. Now I'm better. Well, I don't know, George. This is not fucking kiss chase, bruv. It's fucking life. So you got so it's either you playing a game, Pisces, or someone's playing a game. You know, my advice, Pisces, would be leave them to it. You know, but you got the magician. So the magician is either completely out of whack, or the magician is manifesting fucking bathwater and like. Right, the Chariot. I have this friend, and I is a Cancer. I get on so well with Cancers, you know, and me and him, we talk about I don't know if you've got friends that are, this is going to go on, that are actual Cancers, Pisces, but we get on so well with Cancer, and because I just like I take a joke, right, and we'll just sit there, and we won't just sit with that one specific joke. We run with it, and we add on bits, and we do commentary with people behind the bar, or with people watch, and we're kind of, oh, here comes Dave, and it's just like we just take it to the point where we're literally laying on the floor pissing ourselves, you know. So I don't know if it's like, and that's why I come up with Connet Bomb, because he's got a surname of Connet, and I don't want to say too much about him. He's got a mullet, like, and I just call him the Connet Bomb. All right, baby girl, I'm gonna stick you in the bath. Gonna put roses around you. Yeah, well, you've got the sun and the moon. Some motherfucker up in this bitch is getting some kind of weird crap. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress kind of touching water of something. You've got the sun and the moon, which is the counterpart of each other. You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the World, which is the counterpart of one another. People are fucking up in people's shit, Pisces. Yeah, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's the Pisces card, but it's Cancer, Scorpio. Pisces, sorry. The fuck, man. You lot are pissing me off, Pisces, to be honest with you, because what the fuck, bruv? It's like you've got the moon. The moon is, well, probably doing a moonie. I'm British, so I don't know if you know what that is, a moonie. What do you call it from America? Sunny? A sunny. Sunny side up. Someone is probably going to put you inside of a deep fat fryer and lift you up sunny side up. Is what I'm picking up. Like, put you on a spit roast or something, Pisces. Because this is like, you know, ascension. It's forward movement. It's forward driven. You know, this is like waiting. So this is like things that are hidden. So let's see what's hidden. The moon. What's hidden? What's hidden in the moon? So wow, someone is hiding a three-parted situation, or they're wanting to collaborate back into one, or they will keep you stuck in one, or they're wanting to collaborate with you. That's a weird mix of a bowl of shit right there. But let's have a look. 3 of Pentacles. But that can just mean release, collaborating, wanting to collaborate through past life aggression of karma. Like I said, past life, next life, this life. Never live for the past. If you live for the past, you think you're Batman and Superman, you're trying to save something, you never will. Okay. If you live for the future, you're a psychic medium and you can probably see into the future. Okay. But the future's still not written because we have free will choice to live presently and aligning yourself presently with the pentacle that's living presently from the top. Okay, so you're above the rest basically, and you come and you align yourself with yourself. Okay, so you collaborate more with yourself. Wow, and then some motherfucker's getting paid up in this bitch, really. Someone's getting paid for a lot of hard work and energy and effort, Pisces. Let's have a look at the 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups, the 7 of Cups. I was fearing, well, I wasn't fearing it, I was just kind of thinking, well, who needs the most help? Through looking at my playlist of signs that have kind of seen the most. I think we had 4,500 views on the Pisces one, I think, something like that. Can't remember. So, let's have a look. So it's a fucking lot of healing. That's all I keep picking up, healing. 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups, 7 of Cups. I've got to get this done, man. I've got to go to work in a minute. 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups. I don't know if you're interested. I don't know what sign I've got next. I'm just kind of like picking them from the thing. So, but there'll be Scorpio up in a minute once I've done this. But you'll already see that. Then there'll be this one, and then I'll hopefully do another one tonight. So you've got an offer. So wow, someone's still living in the past. Wow, the Tower. Someone is like that's what I've been saying. The attachment attaches itself to your past life, and the present self of the Two of Cups. Again, it's an extension of the same thing. You've got two fives. It's like the same. Someone's going to entrap someone and to do the same thing. That is the karmic hitchhiker, the hitchhiker of a low entity that follows you through timeline ascension. Three of Pentacles, the five, okay, and it aligns you with your seven. It aligns with that. It doesn't just mean, it just means karma dharma. So it means it aligns itself with your low vibration. So if your vibration's low, it attaches it to your low vibration. It teaches you more about concentrating on the past. They concentrate on their past while you concentrate on their past. What you done with them and what they done with you. They go off and concentrate on the past that they lost also. Keeps you stuck. You can't turn around to concentrate on the future because this is divine guidance. You can't hear anything. You feel in the dark. They leave you in the dark. You leave them in the dark. You fight, flight, again, 5, 5, 5, 5. Okay, so it leaves you stuck. So you have a darker passenger of a hitchhiker through ascension of karma dharma, wheel of fortune, everything, right? And then you get, I don't even know what that's there for, because you've got the Tower. What does the Page of Cups mean? Page of Cups, because you go from 5 to a 6. Well, if you add them together, that's a 6, so that's a reflection again. So it's still fucking healing. It's still healing. What the fucking hell song am I going to put to this? You put me in a mix you put me in a mix by the fucking rapper. Whoa. There you go. Greed, gluttony. 7 deadly sins. Seven deadly sins. Over jealous. Over jealous. Someone's jealous, or someone is overzealous, or Zephyr. So it might be that Zephyr. Razorlight. Not Razorlight. Fucking hell. I don't know. But someone is drinking, definitely drinking, getting pissed. That there is cups of emotion, Cups very childishly aloof, don't care, and is getting pissed up, getting completely pissed up. That's what I'm picking up. Someone's going to lead someone into illusion because they're stuck on their past and their future and their past, and they ain't got no idea, because that's narcissism too. And that's just like, it's just drinking. That's just straight up drinking. So if that's you, Pisces, and you're drinking, stop. But no, because it's codependency. You're codependent on the past. You're codependent and addicted. And well, if you are, I can help you through that. Trust me, I used to be a drug counsellor too. But that's you can't tell someone to stop drinking because they've got a problem. Someone's got a problem. And that you have to learn independence. You have to learn to become independent. Because some people don't, they live out of denial. Trust me, I know fucking plenty of addicts and they're still doing it, and they're 60, 70-year-old. My brother is, I'm Pisces. That's my brother. Pretty much reached the end of its end because of abuse of not just drinking, but like drug abuse, tablet abuse, self-medicating, living out of a very low vibration attachment. This is why I said, I'm out. Cannot pull me backwards. You will not pull me backwards of a low vibration. It doesn't matter what you are, family, friend, foe, godfish, dogfish. It doesn't matter. Soul growth. Have to see people out of their soul value, Pisces. You have to realise that they're showing you a great lesson to not do it. You do the opposite. That's why it's called opposites attract, and that's why it's past life regression. Opposite. Do the opposite. As it keeps following you. You can't. You have to detach. Death, transformation, release. Okay? Can't have sympathy for someone that's going to keep you attached to it for many, 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 many years through the Batman and fucking Superman. I tried to save my brother so many years and so many lifetimes. You know, and he's 10, 11 years older than me, and I've been the person that's been trying to fucking show him the way. Just like show. You don't tell, show and tell. You show them leadership. And if they don't want to see that, well, they never will. And he never did. You know, always stayed a very low vibration. Always. Forever. Days in hospital. Critical. Just about to fuck knows. Okay. So I'm going to leave it at that, Pisces. That's an hour, bruv. So if you've got fame and fortune, someone's going to put you in a bath, please give me subscription to the to the amount of money that you'll probably receive through that, or something like that. If you wish to donate to the channel, I would be very grateful, because I've got cameras and shit that I've got to buy. But if you want a private reading, also that is available. And if I come up with a song, it'll probably be Zephyr by, I forget what they're called. But we'll leave it at that. And okay, Pisces, so well done or not. So see you later. Bye.